trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
So that's got things underway. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think this fella, Kobe Mainoo, could have a busy time here, having to play the role of a 6, an 8.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. He can get that clear. Natchez Cunha. And the finish!
Dewsbury Hall.
Grealish. Tarkowski. Coleman. Coleman forwards and with intent.
Diogo Dalot.
Šeško. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. Do have a chance to counter here. McNeil shifted upfield. Oh, that's nice. Alcaraz. It's been a pretty frantic start, a lot of front foot pressing. McNeil wins the duel this time. Maguire. Beto is onto it in a flash. Grealish. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Brilliantly cut out. Grealish. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Bruno Fernandes. Šeško. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Moved on forwards. Alcaraz.
Diogo Dalot.
Oh, they could break here. Succumbs to the pressure. Coleman. Out to the right. That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Natchez Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee. Goes for the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Dewsbury Hall. It's gone out for a throw-in. Mikolenko head over towards the opposite flank. Coleman charging forward down that flank. Coleman crosses in. Alcaraz. Coleman gets a cross in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. It's a loose ball. And here's McNeil. McNeil crosses it in. Tries to get it clear. And the half-time whistle goes. Decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Shaw. McNeil proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Tarkovsky cuts out the pass. Branthwaite. Nikolenko. And it's Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Looks to the other side. Coleman crosses it in. And the pass is intercepted. Dewsbury Hall. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Hit into the middle. Maguire getting this one clear. Diogo Dalot. Chance here to counter. Diogo Dalot looking to hit the byline here. Tarkovsky with the clearance. Dewsbury Hall made out to the left flank. Beto played into space. Beto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And here's Beto. He's Beto! Shaw gets rid without sophistication. Time for a change in personnel. Coleman gets a cross in. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Maciej Cunha. Šeško. Shaw. It's a Šeško! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Šeško clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The changes then in quick succession. It's a throw-in. Mainu. Maciej Cunha. Tries a shot! And he hits the net!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Shaw. Šeško. Maciej Cunha. And it's played in here.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Nice physical challenge. But Neil. Now that's well seen too.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the shot! In he goes again! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Pickford, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And listen, last line of defence, and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Menu.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Might come loose. And it's Mazraoui. That looks a cracking ball. Mazraoui. Proves too strong. And here's the chance to counter. Dewsbury Hall. Šeško. Zirkzee. And the keeper has it. And that's it. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
It's a poor result. They offered very little goal threat, and it's the kind of unproductive performance that can drain confidence pretty quickly. At the business end, they just can't close the deal.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and good. So hello and welcome to what has turned out to be a truly gorgeous afternoon. The sun beaming down on the stands and broad beaming smiles all around us. The mood has soared, and so indeed has the expectation of both teams. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. formation, Jim Begley?
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got the numbers there, a higher concentration. Backing that up with enough attacking dynamism is down to managers who want to get at teams. It can be used in cautious terms too, but certainly if you want to advance a little quicker and you have that attitude, then you can be very positive about this too.
So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I wonder a little bit what role this guy, Matheus Cunha, has been asked to play here, Peter, because despite all his creativity and ball skills, doesn't really have blistering pace to be an out-and-out winger or the strength to be a number 9. I just love it when he gets that free rein to roam wherever he wants. We'll have to wait and see on this.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Mikolenko puts a cross in. Bruno Fernandes moved on forwards. Bruno Fernandes forwards and with intent. Diogo Dalot aimed forwards. Out of play for a goal kick. Maguire does really well to win the ball there. Shaw. Nice defending, physical and effective. Coleman. Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Mikolenko. Greenish providing an outlet. Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Out towards the flank. Good take, and it is having a shot! And that was very necessary. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
That's really well manoeuvred. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Strong running down that left flank. Šeško. Shaw with the cross. Up he goes! Danger averted for now. Now, what about a counter-attack? Greenish, gently done.
Greenish, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Mikolenko.
Well, I'm seeing a very cautious approach to defending. Not a lot in the way of high pressing, which is probably seen as a bit too risky just now.
Bruno Fernandes dinks one through. Menu looking to get on the end of this.
Roberto really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Menu. Matches Cunha. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Bruno Fernandes. Menu, gently done. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, what a climb! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bruno Fernandes. Shaw shifted upfield. He's shifting through the gears here.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Clipped into space. That's surely a foul, free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Ball. Lisandro Martinez makes the interception. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee. And it's Dallo. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Diogo Dallo. Great work on the overlap. And he won't reach that. And here's Grealish. Nikolenko. So who's he picking out? And he's there to get it away. Tarkovsky have it back and can go again. Alcaraz. Over to the left. Aimed into... climbs up big! Another fruitless header.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Bruno Fernandes. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Now it's Grealish. Grealish proves just a little bit too strong. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Bruno Fernandes. Ball's played through. And it's McNeil. Alcaraz. Coleman. Coleman gets a cross in. And the counter is on. And he's managed to get free. Dewsbury Hall. Now it's Beto. Played out to the right. Very nicely done. Coleman chooses to go cross-field. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall! Shaw. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. McNeil, and he goes cross-field. Grealish picks it up out wide. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Menu. Diogo Dalot. And he's picked out the run. Zirkzee. And it's Dalot. And they've got a throw. Played towards the other side. Diogo Dalot. Some good work on the right flank here. Played into the middle. And that's been won straight back. Shaw played over towards the opposite flank.
Manchester United, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Really well manoeuvred. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Šeško. Maciej Cunha. That is lovely. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Oh, high quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right. Now it's Zirkzee. It's anyone's ball now. Zirkzee. Diogo Dalot. It's a mighty effort! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Dewsbury Hall. Well, they can break here. Moved on forwards. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's put paid to a promising move. Zirkzee. Idrissa Gueye. Idrissa Gueye shifted upfield. Alcaraz. Can he latch on to this? McNeil. And the keeper has it. Šeško. Maciej Cunha. And here's Zirkzee. Tarkowski. Beto looks to get on the end of this. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Beto is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
McNeil looks to the other side. And it's Dewsbury Hall. It's run loose here. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that has been cleared. Grealish showing good feet. Mikolenko crosses it in. Martinez. Menu. Shaw. McNeil played towards the other side. And it's Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Muscular approach does pay off here. Could move up a gear here. Shaw. Menu. Bruno Fernandes. Maciej Cunha. Oh, good spread. He is just caressing the ball. A chance to play it in. Diogo Dalot delivers with wit. Grealish. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Beto probing pass. McNeil. Nice control. Oh, smashing header! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. High-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Here we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind, and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Martinez. Maguire, forwards and with intent. Tries a deft little ball. Bruno Fernandes. Up he goes! It's a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he has been fouled there.
First time we've seen them try that. It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And it's Mykolenko. And that's nice and simple for the keeper. Diogo Dalot. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Aim forwards. Nicely intercepted. Alcaraz, gently done. It's gone for a throw-in. McNeil. Great chance! Mykolenko. Idrissa Gueye. Cross. That is a brilliant interception. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Shaw. Martinez. Played towards the front line. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Tarkowski attempts a clearance. Can he spark a counter here? That's a nicely weighted pass. McNeil. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Menu. Alcaraz. And here's McNeil. Now it's McNeil. Oh, it's come loose. Coleman crosses it in. And it's Gueye. Idrissa Gueye tries to thread one through. Played out to the right. McNeil. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Chance here to counter. He can run onto that. Šeško. Spread out to the left. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Martinez. Bruno Fernandes shifted upfield. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, delicate chip through. McNeil. Moved on forwards. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Menu. Martinez. Oh, this looks sharp. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Tries to get it clear. Alcaraz. And it's played forward. Cleared away. Alcaraz. Coleman forwards and goes for the header! Now that was a full-blooded header.
No complaints about his effort and commitment. He just needs to start heading in the right direction and get the drift.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Zirkzee, Šeško, and he cuts out the supply. Dewsbury Hall played into space, and that has been cleared. Neil gets a cross in. Shot, surely! He has done it! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Menu. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Has a quick glance. Šeško, Zirkzee, chance for a shot! This looks promising. Out to the right. It's a goal kick. Here's McNeil. McNeil done delicately. That's going to go a long way. And claimed it back swiftly. Tarkowski, he's gone direct here. Bruno Fernandes. That is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's really well manoeuvred. Coleman cuts it out. Dewsbury Hall. And it's Gay. Decent try.
Alcaraz is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Tarkowski, aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Maguire shifted upfield. And here's Xerxes. Šeško. Maciej Cunha. Šeško. Tarkowski gets rid without sophistication. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And it's Shaw. Menu. And he shoots! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And it's been taken short. He has found a way through. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, perfectly measured that. He shoots! Oh, it's come loose. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Attempt, but not quite good enough. Half an hour gone in the second half. Bruno Fernandes. Maguire. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, that's well seen too. Played back to the goalkeeper. Really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Menu. Menu gently done. Oh, that's a nice ball. Maguire can get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Coleman. Coleman. Plenty waiting in the middle. Idris again. Now then, the ball's come loose. Mikolenko. Greenish, there's the delivery.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Moved on forwards. Maciej Cunha. Šeško. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, this is a great position. That's good play. All the way through, so back it comes. And the ball's come loose here. Both sides. Here's a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Tries a shot! That's a real chance missed.
Matheus Cunha really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
It's gone out for a throw-in. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Succumbs to the pressure.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence. Maguire.
Matheus Cunha. Into the last 5 minutes. Takes a shot! Split-second reaction.
Matheus Cunha clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
There's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Shaw delivers. And he's there to get rid. Can he deliver? And the header is disappointing in the end.
Šeško really climbed high to get his head on that, and then disappointed.
Oh, what a climb! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lisandro Martinez forwards and with intent. Šeško, great ball if he can get there. And here's Mount, and that's left him on the seat of his pants.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And it's Grealish. Dewsbury Hall. Shot a goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Maguire tries to clear. Dewsbury Hall. He's being urged to shoot. Out to the left it goes. Grealish, and that's aimed into the middle. Back in once more. And out it comes again. Patterson's cross, and the shot! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, that's great thinking and wonderful improvisation. He had to reshape quickly to make the perfect connection.
square again into the dying minutes. Martinez. Matheus Cunha. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And here's the chance to counter. Šeško comes under pressure and it's come loose. Branthwaite, that's a sharp pass. That has been cut short. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Mikkel. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being
Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. This formation, Jim Begley?
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course. Forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here, Peter. He's a lovely link-up man who can take on all sorts of creative roles, and his ball-carrying and dribbling skills are top drawer. I think he'd be the first to admit that his finishing needs a little work, but he's a big player in this team.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shaw. Ah, such a clever touch. Menu. Throw it. Mikolenko looks to the other side. Alcaraz. He's in plenty of space here. McNeil. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Moved on forwards. He's going to be disappointed with that. Tarkovsky. Branthwaite. McNeil. Now he's off and running. Alcaraz. Played into space out wide. It should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Alcaraz. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It's Šeško! Chance! It's a loose ball. Does really well to win the ball there. And it's Dallo. Matches Cunha! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Matheus Cunha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Coleman. And it's played forward. Lisandro Martinez cuts out the pass. Diogo Dallo. Diogo Dallo forwards and with intent. Matches Cunha. Menu. And here's Menu. Matches Cunha. Goes for goal! Just fizzes past the post.
Oh, just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Manchester United starting the game with good energy, looking to take control of proceedings if they can. And it's Dewsbury Hall, out to the right. Showing good feet. So who's he picking out? Coleman gets a cross in. Mount shifted upfield. Looking to break at pace.
Manchester United, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
And reclaimed it in a trice.
Maguire.
McNeil, aim forwards. Bruno Fernandes. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Tarkovsky. It's a lovely deep pass. Bruno Fernandes. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Played back in. He's had a shot! Played out to the right. Menu. Spread out to the left. Oh, nice Nice touch. Menu. McNeil, gently done. Now, what about a counter-attack? Idrissa Gueye. That's really well manoeuvred. Menu. Bruno Fernandes, forwards and with intent.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Mikolenko. They can break here. Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall, head out towards the right wing. Chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Beto is offering a right smile there.
And he thumps it clear. Matheus Cunha. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha, and it's Shaw. Up he goes! Couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
McNeil playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. So what can they make of this? Diogo Dallo carries the ball down the right. Oh, it's played into the area. Branthwaite clears it away. Beto. Oh, he's found support out wide. Mikolenko chooses to go cross-field. It's McNeil. And he goes cross-field, caresses it through. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Bruno Fernandes. Mount. Brilliantly cut out. Dewsbury Hall. Matheus Cunha. Oh, good spread. Played in deep. Martinez. Aim forwards. Matheus Cunha.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
And the shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
They've played it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Mount. Šeško! Decent enough try.
Šeško certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
cuts out the supply. Šeško. Maciej Cunha. Shaw. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Maguire shifted upfield. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tarkowski has played it long. Can he spark a counter here? McNeil looking to run onto it. Menu. Shaw. Šeško. Idris again. Moved on forwards. Physical challenge, and it's played forward, and it's Mount. He's gone for goal!
Matheus Cunha just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Maguire gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes shifted upfield. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Played towards the other side. McNeil head over towards the opposite flank. Dewsbury Hall. Greenish providing an outlet on that flank. Shot, surely! Reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Diogo Dalot gets it away. That's going to go a long way. Played back to the goalkeeper. Tarkowski. Good-looking ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's the keeper's ball. Maciej Cunha. Šeško. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Shaw. That's tidy. Maciej Cunha. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a throw. Menu forwards and with intent. Now it's Mount. Back into the middle. Tarkowski clears it away. That has been cut short. Very nicely done. Now it's Mount. That's really well cleared. Mount. Diogo Dalot. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. Branthwaite gets good distance on it and claimed it back swiftly. Lovely bit of skill. Out to the left it goes. And the counter is on. Now it's Beto. Now it's Dewsbury Hall. And it's Grealish. Grealish. Over to the left. Lofted in. Oh, what a climb! Oh, not the best of headers.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez, gently done. McNeil chooses to go cross-field. Nikolenko. That's good play. There are a few waiting for it. Nice one too, very nice. Grealish turns and goes back. Dewsbury Hall. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That is a little undercooked. That's really well manoeuvred. And the first half is done. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. So neither side has yet broken through. Matheus Cunha. Mount. Matheus Cunha. Menu. Diogo Dalot. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Branthwaite. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mount. Out to the right. Good take, and is he in? And the finish! And he hits the net! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So here comes the substitution. A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Idrissa Gueye. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Menu cuts it out. Idrissa Gueye. Aim forwards. And it's McNeil. McNeil crosses it in. Idrissa Gueye played out to the left flank. Gueye spread out to the left. Looking for a decent ball in. Grealish. Idrissa Gueye. Out to the left it goes. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, good taking. Takes a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Climbs up big! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tarkowski moved on forwards. Mount. Shaw. Menu. Martinez. Oh, can he get onto this? McNeil looks to the other side. Defending was strong and firm. Chance here to counter. And it's Menu. Clipped into space. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. Dewsbury Hall. Nikolenko. Played towards the front line. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well timed, excellent interception. Shaw, over to the left. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. That's very neat. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Up towards the front line. Could move up a gear here. Thinks one through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And it's Dewsbury Hall. Shaw. Maguire played up towards the front line. Idrissa Gueye. That's really well manoeuvred. Shaw. Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Shaw, aim forwards. Alcaraz wins the duel this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Martinez. Bruno Fernandes, gently done. He's in plenty of space here. Matheus Cunha. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
Manchester United couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Dewsbury Hall played out to the left flank. Ball swung in. Cleared away. Grealish. And it goes cross-field. And here's Gueye. Idrissa Gueye.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's a nice ball. And he's there to clear it. And that is out of play. Greenish delivers with wit. Alcaraz crossed in once more. Maguire. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Grealish. Played out to the right. McNeil gets a cross in. And back out it comes. And it's played forward. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Sheshko. Can he finish? Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Manchester United have reclaimed it. Sheshko. And he shoots! Knocks it out wide. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Coleman. Coleman crosses it in. Oh, shooting chance! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
It's been taken short. Cross. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose he did need a little change.
Now it's Grealish. And he's there to get it away. Mikolenko. Idrissa Gueye. Grealish. Cross needs to be... Oh, smashing header! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Maguire, forwards and with intent. Oh, good spread. And the shot! And here's the chance to counter. Oh, Red, nice interception. Shaw. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Dallow. Now it's Mount. He's in a good... And a chance! More pressure on the opposition goal.
Manchester United really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
played it short. Diogo Dalot. Lovely feet. Oh, it's come loose. And could be danger here. And he's heaved it away. Shaw. Greenish shifted upfield, and now the breakaway, tries a measured ball. Alcaraz. And it's hoisted clear. Danger averted for now. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Greenish made into space. Shapes to shoot! So close to drawing level.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Diogo Dalot, who's set up one goal so far. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Mount. Menu.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Proves too strong.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Chance for a shot! Oh, that should have been two.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter, and half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Menu. Bruno Fernandes.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Mount. Mount, that's a delicate pass. That pass has been well intercepted.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Coleman. Aimed in towards the centre. That's an excellent interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And it's played in. That has been knocked clear.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out for a throw.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it. I think that's happened in this case. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Fernandes. Mount. It's a throw-in. Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Out to the right. A chance to play it in. And it's made it. There's the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The goalkeeper's got a good palm to that.
Manchester United really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Grealish. Nikolenko.
Going nowhere fast is about the only way I can describe this. They've just got to be busier.
Great work on the overlap. Patterson. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Firmly met. Tries a shot! We thought it was over. It's all square once more. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes. Spread out to the left. He's in space and looking for options. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Mount. And it's played forward. Maguire. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Menu spreads it out wide. Gets it away. Idrissa Gueye forwards and with intent. Mount. And it's Mount. Played out to the right. Shot a goal! Oh, he's really drilled it.
And that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Long ball by the goal. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Mount. Manchester United have a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that's it. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So before we go, many thanks to Jim Beglin for his input, and from us both, good afternoon.